Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, Season 8, Episode 18. That's right, Episode 18, and I'm just going to say right off the bat, I am recording this very, very early. You are not seeing this reaction until it airs on television, until it airs on its intended release date. And I say that because this actually aired on Discovery Family early, like very early, like before the hiatus even ended, before episode 14 even aired. It was part of some summer surprises event that Discovery Family was doing, I guess. And yeah, for some strange reason, it was just released very early. I don't know why. I'm recording it on Monday, July 23rd. And that is because it had been released, and I'm just trying to avoid spoilers. I wasn't going to record it this early, but I really want to. I really want to avoid the spoilers because they're starting to come up. People are starting to post them. I know nothing about this episode. I saw the title at one point, but I forgot it. um, and I know nothing else about it. I don't know what the plot is. I don't know what character it focuses around. I don't even know if people like it or not. I've stayed as spoiler free as possible on this, which is again why I'm getting to it now at the end of July instead of when it normally airs. Just because I want to avoid those spoilers. So yeah, this is episode 18. I am watching it kind of out of order, so I hope it doesn't reveal anything that happens in episodes 14 through 17. I really hope not because, yeah, I really hate it. I would hate it if that happened. That would be like major spoilers for stuff and all, and it's just like, either way, yeah, you're still not seeing this until it actually officially, regularly airs. So, in the meantime, though, we are going to get on with this. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. Okay, and we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. Okay, so if it seemed at all during the reaction that I was that I seemed like very unimpressed, it's because I was. And here's the thing. It's not like this is the first Pinkie Pie episode I didn't like. And hell, it wasn't as bad as that one. The one where Pinkie Pie knows, by the way. It wasn't as bad as that one. This episode just seemed very off in multiple respects. First off, I kind of mentioned it during the reaction and everything. I was saying, like, I really hope they don't, in the end, try to say that the main six were wrong for telling Pinkie Pie to stop. And they did. And here's why I say that. Because they weren't in the wrong. It's not just because Pinkie Pie was not good at the instrument, the vitaphone, I think it was called. It's not just because she wasn't good at it. That's one thing. But that's not a big deal. The issue was that she was actively going... It seemed like she was actively going out of her way to play in front of and around every pony she could without regards to their, what's it called? Their personal space or their feelings about it. And Pinkie's had issues with that in the past as well. I mean, it's something that she legitimately has had issue with. And I think it would have been better if the episode had gone with that as the lesson. Had tried to say that, oh, Pinkie, you can continue playing, but just be mindful of where and when you play. Because she's, like, going around, like, actively annoying everyone. she's destroying the Apple family's crop. She basically, like, you could say, injured a poor little bird. She's ruining everyone's day, and it's like, they tell her, instead of telling her that, okay, you could still play, and it's fine to continue playing and practicing and stuff, just do so at the right times and places. Instead of that, they're like, oh no, you just suck. And it's just like, why? Why would you say something like that? And then even after, and then again at the end, they just kind of go like, oh, we're sorry, you can come back, you can play at any time, anywhere, we don't care, you just keep playing, play. And it's like, it was completely painting them in the wrong, even though they were not in the wrong. Pinkie was in the wrong. Just because I'm a huge Pinkie Pie fan doesn't mean I'm not going to acknowledge that. She was in the wrong there. She should have been reprimanded for it, and she wasn't. And even in the end, she got nothing. How do I put it? There were no consequences for her actions. In the end, it's like, oh, we don't want you to move, and we just want you back. We want you to be happy again. And it's like, oh, just play if it makes you happy. We don't care about our own well-being. We don't care about our own comfort and happiness as long as it makes you happy. And the thing is, like, that sounds noble and all, like sacrificing your own, again, happiness and your own comfort for the sake of Pinkie being able to be happy by playing and all. And it sounds nice. But when it comes down to it, you need to take care of yourself too. And so many more people are being put out, or ponies in this case, are being put out by Pinkie Pie being allowed to just play whenever and wherever. Again, the issue wasn't that she was bad at playing. The issue is that she was playing in the wrong places, at the wrong times, and not even seeming to care. Which, again, I'm not holding against Pinkie as a character. I'm not, like, saying she's out of character or anything, because she definitely wasn't. I'm just saying she definitely was doing wrong, and she should have been reprimanded for it. The rest of the main six there, I don't know, it just feels like they were just kind of there. It didn't feel like they were out of place or anything. It didn't feel like they were just shoehorned in. Nothing like that. But none of them really stood out in any meaningful way to me. Maud's little cameo was nice and logical. It made sense where it was put. As was the little part with the yaks at the end there. But it's like this episode was building up to one thing, telling us what the issue was, basically. And then it went in a completely different direction for some unknown reason that I cannot fathom. And again, this wasn't as bad as the one where Pinkie Pie knows, because in that one, Pinkie Pie was out of character. And it went back on some very notable continuity and stuff. So that one I had a lot more of an issue with. This one, it's mostly just from a moral and writing perspective here, that it just seems so freaking off. I said Pinkie wasn't out of character, but there is one thing I just thought of that was really a little too much for her. Pinkie has been shown to, like, get obsessed with things. Yes, I mean, that's obvious. And she has been shown that when she does get obsessed with things, it can kind of control her life. Again, yes, obvious. We've seen this kind of thing before. I mean, just with her partying in general. When she gets really into something, she gets really into it. But there's always been one big thing that has always, no matter what she's into, has always still taken precedence. and that is others. Pinky, no matter how you look at it, is a pony who cares about others very deeply. She really cares about how her actions affect others, as well as just how she can make others happy. That is her main goal in life. So when she responded so positively and so okay, like with being told that she was bad and everything, I thought it was going to take the proper routes. That she was going to be okay with it, and her friends maybe instead were going to be so confused and kind of freaked out by that, and worried that maybe she's secretly not taking it well behind the scenes. But she wasn't taking it well behind the scenes, and I don't like that. Because not just because I think that she should have been just okay with it, but because she would have realized that how the how her playing that, at least she should have realized how her playing that again during the times and places were hurting others and were doing like negative, were having negative impact on her friends. That should have been something she noticed. And because she didn't, especially even after being told, it kind of felt like she was missing that integral part of her character. Because that is an integral part of her character. That's like part of who she is. And it just felt off that that never came up. That we're just to believe the only issue was that she was the issue was that she was called out for playing, which again wasn't the issue, wasn't the bad thing. I don't know, it just feels like really off to me, the episode. It's not unenjoyable. But it's not really what I'd call really enjoyable either. It's meh. It's very meh, and I'm really disappointed by that for the reason that it's a Pinkie Pie episode, but also because it's a Season 8 episode. And Season 8's been great so far. Now again, you guys are seeing this on the date that this episode officially, regularly airs in America. I'm recording this weeks ahead of time after it was like showcased on the summer specials or summer surprises thing that Discovery Family did. So I still haven't seen episodes 14, 15, 16, and 17. So I don't know if the entire rest of the season is going to be as great as the first half had been. But just based on what we have seen, what I have seen so far, it's like, this was just so mediocre. And it had legitimate issues that made no sense. And then the fact, I didn't even mention, that in the end, it all turned out okay because apparently Pinkie's playing of the instrument, the vitaphone, wasn't seen as bad or anything, even though it was clearly bad. Because apparently the instrument's all about making the player happy, and if the player is happy, that's all that matters, and that's what makes a good vitaphone player. That is an extremely huge cop-out. I think it would have been funnier, smarter, and better written if the Yaks did get angry. Or maybe have it to where Ygritte, I think, the Yak who was playing the vitaphone, have her tell Pinkie that it is all about that, and then have Pinkie play. And when Pinkie's bad, she's the one who starts chasing her out of town. That would have been great. That would have been really funny and ended it off at least on a really nice note. But instead, it just kind of feels forced. It doesn't feel like it was handled properly at all. Again, it wasn't a really terrible episode. I've seen a lot worse, but it definitely had quite some issues. But that's just my thoughts. Tell me in the comments below what you thought of what was the episode's name? I think Yakity-Sax or something like that. I think it was something like that. I don't know. I only saw it for a second. I paid more attention to the writers. Tell me your thoughts on the episode down in the comments below. And thank you so much for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.